Hi, I'm Linda. In this episode, I'm talking about why we are here. In the beginning, when the universe was an infant, an energy coalesced and formed the first thought. It was, I think, therefore I am. It went on for who knows how many millennia. However, eventually, and likely inevitably, the second thought was, I'm bored. Many of us like to ponder the possibility of what the world would be like if we were in charge and had complete control over everything. So let's take a moment and imagine our perfect world. Would it be completely free of war and disease? If we could will whatever we want into and out of existence, would there still be the need for money? What about the diversity of human races? Would we really want everyone to be the same? To me, there is some evidence that there is intelligent design here. There is also just as much evidence that there is unintelligent design here. Many years ago, there was a short-lived adult cartoon series called God, the Devil, and Bob. In it, Bob has been picked as God's right-hand man to determine if the world is worth saving. At one point, Bob asks God why, with all God's wisdom and creativity, didn't he create a perfect world? God's reply was that he did create a perfect world that went on for a very long time. But eventually he got bored with it, put it under the bed, and stopped playing with it. So God created our imperfect world, which has proven to be an entertainment masterpiece. Another theory was put forth by the American Buddhist Alan Watts, who wrote several books and was a famous lecturer and teacher. In a book called Cloud Hidden, Whereabouts Unknown, he wrote a wonderful poem called Proto-Genesis, the Seven Secret Sayings of God, which is easily located on the internet. He describes how the world was formed. At the end he writes, "And God beheld how firm a foundation this was, and said unto himself, Get lost." And there you are. Think about it. Our world is perfectly imperfect. We have everything here. The extremes continue to grow from the greatest joys to the lowest depths of despair. We are only limited by our imagination, which also continues to expand. I'm a believer in that we are more than just a physical body here. We are spirit beings having a human experience. If everything in the universe is connected as much by what we can't see as well as what we can see, then could we all just be the original God consciousness trying to experience itself in every possible form? If God wanted some way to occupy itself for billions of years, then this universe would be a way to do it. If a spirit has never experienced the taste of something, how could you convey that without the direct experience of coming here? How can one know what good is without knowing what bad is? I think there are many spirits who come here to test themselves, and the experience of extremes may actually interest them. Why do people become soldiers, doctors, adventurers, or even criminals? Why do some people have a special ability that really can't be explained by genetics? I think we bring with us abilities we think will help us with whatever we hope to accomplish here. Or we can come to just have fun like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Everyone has a different reason for coming. And when we leave, no matter how long or short the life is, hopefully we have learned something from it, or at least gotten what we wanted from the experience. I'm a senior and have no idea how much time I have. Sometimes I just want to go back to the spirit world sooner than later. But I expect I would have the same problem there as I do here, of getting bored easily. I don't have as much energy as I used to, and everything creaks when I get up in the morning. Yet I would not trade my wisdom for getting to be young again if I also had to be that stupid. Funny thing is that one of my biggest reasons for not crossing over prematurely is that I believe in reincarnation. As a child, I couldn't wait to grow up and get out on my own. But I had someone else completely controlling my life for the first 18 years. It seemed like forever. Also, I can't stand the idea of going through puberty again anytime soon, relatively speaking. So why stay when things look doomed? From all of the research I have done regarding where we come from and return to after we die, I gather that taste and smell are not part of a spirit body. There is no physical pain, but also no physical pleasure. You can't die or even be damaged, except by your own imagination. Therefore, anything that might give you an adrenaline rush here, which is part of the physical body, would have no effect without the threat of death on the other side. Extreme sports would not be any more stimulating than watching a video. We may come here for love and pleasure, but also fear and pain, to find out who we really are. I see some children who are damaged here become the greatest teachers to those who care for them. I often ask myself what I'm still doing here. I have no immediate family left. I live in a foreign country, brought here by my late husband, and in 10 years I have only been able to make 2 friends because we moved around so much for my late husband's jobs that I never had the chance to put down roots. Sometimes I think of going back to my own country, but there are just a few cousins and a couple friends there, and starting over again would be too costly. I might do it anyway. I consider what I will lose when I cross over. I love chocolate and the softness of my pet. I love driving my box on wheels while playing my music. I love a cool breeze passing over my hot, naked body on a summer day. And the smell of baking bread is heavenly. This human body we get to drive for a lifetime, however long or short, is the ultimate vehicle to experience sensuality. I plan to keep it as long as it continues to serve me. And when it no longer does, I will cross over to the other side of life and very likely start planning a new life I wish to experience. From what I gather, planning a new life experience is a major pastime over there. Having goals and ideas gets you pointed in a meaningful direction. I understand that life is not so much about getting what we want as it is about the journey of getting it. We imagine what we want to experience. Then we come here to make it real. The journey really is everything. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.